Welcome back to No One Listens to Pat Meredith.
Hey everybody,
I'm Owen.
I am Matt.
Today we're going to do a little fun game I like to call Spin and Defend.
I like this.
Yeah. So what we're doing, well, we would spin a wheel, but we've decided to rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So
I like it.
I still like the title anyway, whatever.
Rock, paper, scissors is like the ultimate universal game of who's better.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I've been to quite a few countries. Everybody knows rock, paper, scissors.
Just like laughing and
Yeah.
music is a universal.
Music,
So
laughing,
is
rock, paper, scissors.
And if you say it wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah. What do people say?
Paper, rock, scissors.
What?
Wrong. It still works, but it's just not right. Anyway, so what's going to be happening today is we're going to have some debate topics.
Yes.
Nothing too crazy, although if we want to get into ethical dilemmas, we might be able to.
That's for another video.
So we're going to get into some fun type stuff, and what we'll be doing is we'll be playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot to decide who's going to be agreeing with it and who's
Yes.
going to be disagreeing, and we have to fight for our argument, even if we don't agree with what we're saying.
Yes.
So ultimately, sorry for that, guys. My phone ran out of storage.
What are you gonna do?
It's a long day. Anyway, I don't know where we were at, but basically we'll be debating a topic. You guys can decide who won in the comments. We won't know
Yes.
until, afterwards. So,
And rock, paper, scissors. The winner takes the first option.
yep.
So we'll do that. But before we do that, we have our first sponsorship. So I want to make sure I get this right. Sponsoring today's video is Styled by Sav, and it's a friend of ours, Savannah Wilhoit, who is over at the Tennessee School of Beauty, and she takes appointments over there. She gave me this amazing haircut the other day, and man, I would highly recommend her. You can see her on Instagram at Styled by Sav. We'll put the Instagram link up in the bio and on the screen. But if you want to make an appointment, you can make an appointment through her on direct message, or you can call Tennessee School of Beauty, ask for Savannah, and she will do a great job for you.
Look, it's pretty hard to mess with that, so you got to respect it.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to need that phone for the game we're playing.
Yes, we are.
So, shout out Styled by Sav,
Yeah.
and let's get to our game. So,
All right.
first of all,
Rock, paper, scissors?
yep, let's
Okay.
go.
Ooh.
Okay. The
All right,
first one
first
I'm agreeing
one.
with.
Pineapple on pizza. You have yes, I have no.
Okay. Well, opening arguments. I think anything belongs on pizza.
Okay.
I think pizza is the embodiment of throwing things on cheese. I think the fact that pizza is even made is from people experimenting by putting things on.
Mm-hmm.
Hawaiian pizza is not popular for no reason. All right, let me just say that. People like pineapple, and some people like the mix of sweet and savory. All right, it's an interesting one for sure, but I think it's something that should be allowed and not judged for.
Opening argument, being of Italian Sicilian descent,
Okay.
where pizza was invented, it was a peasant food. Therefore, pineapple not around. If we're going just originality, what the food was intended to be, pineapple was not there. And yes, people have done a lot of crazy things with pizza, but that doesn't mean they're good. Fruit with fruit, meat with meat, cheese with cheese. You don't put fruit, meat, cheese all together. Get rid of the pineapple.
Okay, let me raise your statement with a question.
Okay.
How do you feel about fries and ice cream?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah, really.
The warm saltiness with the soft.
Are you talking about at Wendy's?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I got food poisoning from Wendy's. Not a sponsor. Probably will never be a sponsor because I threw up everything out of my guts. Now,
So how about that fries and frosty?
Not from Wendy's,
Uh-huh.
McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Since we're talking about mixing things that shouldn't be mixed, you're like, okay, when you think about cereal, you have milk and cereal, but what about some orange juice?
And orange juice and cereal?
No, orange juice and cereal. Would you use that? People do a lot of things with cereal. See, your argument breaks down because you know that's hot trash.
But listen, yeah, because everybody can agree that that's hot trash, but not everybody can agree that pineapple on pizza is hot trash.
I'm going to bet if we take a poll right now, less than 70%.
You know what? I'll put a poll up on Instagram. If you follow No One Listens to Pat Meredith, we're going to have the poll results here because that'll be out before this. Let us know what you think.
I'm going to say maybe 30% of the population likes pineapple on pizza.
But that did just be okay.
Maybe.
But here's the deal. Things evolve, right? Over
They do.
time, things expand, and so therefore, pineapple being on pizza is not the most atrocity. I'll tell you, I would rather have pineapple on pizza than fish on pizza.
Ooh, I love sardines on pizza.
No, sardines on pizza is the worst.
No.
Ugh.
No.
So do you think sardines should be on pizza?
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Because I like it. It's my preference.
What about chocolate chip pizza?
Like a dessert pizza?
Yes.
That's not pizza. That's a cookie in the shape of a pizza.
Fine, whatever. All right, fine. You win that one.
So in all actuality, do you like pineapple on pizza?
No.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it, but I
Yeah.
do not prefer
I love Hawaiian pizza.
I'm a meat pizza all the way.
I mean, pizza. Bad pizza is good pizza. So, anyways.
All right, let's
Here we go.
Let's go. All right.
All right. Number 2. Are dogs better than cats? You have dogs. I have cats.
I think dogs are significantly better than cats for a couple of reasons. One, they're man's best friend.
Okay.
They're companion. All right. They're fun. They become one of your own. Whereas cats don't really like. Cats are in their own playing field. If you want a pet, if you want something you truly love, something that's going to love you in return, dogs are all the way. You got it's fun. It's friendly. It's over the top. It's exciting. It becomes your family.
Okay.
You know, that's what I say.
Yeah. My answer to this as we start, dogs are fine. But when it comes down to it, dogs love who feed them. Dogs have no other emotion except who feeds me. And if you feed me, I love you.
Okay.
Cats, the great thing about cats is when you go away, you know what you have to do with a cat? Put a little extra food in the bowl. You don't have to board them. You don't have to leave them with somebody. You can leave a cat in a house for a week with an open bag of food and a big thing of water. That cat's going to survive just fine.
Yeah.
Cats are easier. You don't have to take them out. Right? They go to the same place every time. You empty that thing a couple times a week, boom, no problem. You have to get up in the middle of the night. You don't have to sit there and listen to all the hitting the door and all this kind of stuff. Cats are better.
All right, let me break down some points here for a minute. Let's go back to what you said originally, how dogs only like who they feed. So when people come in...
who feed them.
Who feed them, right?
Yeah.
Who dogs feed.
My dog doesn't cook for me.
When guests walk in, dogs immediately run to greet the guests.
Yeah.
And they spend time with them. So it's not just who feeds them. And let me add on to you don't have to take out cats. Well, then your house is going to stink. It's going to smell.
I said you have to empty it.
Well, yeah, but sometimes, I mean, cat smell still can linger.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, dog smell can too. But, like, there's nothing worse than the cat smell.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out there. Cats are loyal.
So are dogs.
Cats don't like other people, and that's okay.
That's fair.
Cats honor the owner. If you take care of them, you feed them, you treat them kind, whatever. Give them their space. When you need them, they're there. If they're not, they're not.
I have personal testimony of a cat that I fed that did not like me.
It's probably because it's you.
It might be my fault.
I also have personal testimony of dogs that are mean no matter what you do. That are just wretched little critters that, I just, forget that.
So you're saying, Mr. Paradis, we can agree that both cats and dogs have their ups and downs?
Yeah.
But I would argue that cats have their worst downs. Because also in the feline family are tigers. And those will eat you. Dogs won't.
Coyotes carry rabies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Wolves carry off babies in villages. What other disgusting things do dogs do? Rabies? No one goes, oh man, a cat bit me, I have rabies. No, dogs. Yeah. Cujo, not about a cat, about a dog.
All right.
Just saying.
Fair enough.
Junkyard cat? No, junkyard dog.
But if you really want to feel loved, you're going to feel loved from a puppy's warm touch.
I don't think so, man. Little kittens? Love them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Devils.
Absolutely. So, do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
Yeah.
But I also respect and like cats as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever have one, but I like cats. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I'm not saying I'm coming around to cats. I've always liked kittens. I think kittens are great. I don't like fat, sloppy old cats.
What about hairless cats?
Disgusting.
I should have brought that up in my argument.
Disgusting. But there's hairless dogs also.
That's true.
Yeah. So, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Both have good.
Fair enough.
Hunter Howe, cats for you.
You can keep it too. All right, let's see what's up next.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Listen, I'm not trying to do it. But I think what you said earlier about rock, paper, scissors, shoot being a staple.
Rock, paper, scissors is like the ultimate universal game of who's better. Okay, modern music better than classical music. You have modern, I have classical.
first.
And by classical, we're going older, you have newer.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Wait, at what point is the shift? Like, where are we, like, from here to what is yours? And from
Well,
here to
whatever you would consider modern music.
I'd probably say Motown to now, like 60s to now.
Gotcha.
Okay, just because I think that's what's still relevant.
Okay.
All right, so I think modern music is way more significant, especially when it comes to terms with like who we are. It matters more to us. Classical had its time, but now we're in a time where modern music is an effect of our society. We have amazing Motown. We have amazing R&B that then we go to pop and country. Everything that's going on in the scenes, whereas the classical sense was limited. Not that it's not as good because it was limited. It was authentic. It was real. It was what they had. It was raw. What we have is an expansion. And we have the opportunity to do things in music that they could never have dreamed of. We can reach audiences. We can play with effects. We can have just out of the world experiences in music because of what we have now, and because of what we've learned from the 60s and on. I just think it is, the classical music is to be respected, but the modern music is significantly better now that we know what we know and what we have.
Yeah, I noticed the big thing about what you were saying is we. Modern music's all about you. It's focused on the individual. It's focused on you. It's about what can music do for me instead of what can music do for the soul of humanity. And you're missing out on that. Everything that you talked about was just me the whole time. And here's what I know.
Objection.
Music pre-60s.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not even going back to actual classical music. Where we can talk about Bach and Mozart and Tchaikovsky and all these guys, right? Without them, we're not even here. So we won't even leave them. You can keep your Ariana Grande and all that kind of stuff to yourself. Right? We won't even have that. Second, you called modern music better than what King David wrote in the Psalms, so congratulations on that. But even if we're going to talk about, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s,
okay,
right? Without the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you don't have 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, right? If you don't have the Ella Fitzgeralds, if you don't have the Billie Holidays, if you don't have the Frank Sinatras, if you don't have any of these people, what do you have? You have nothing. If you don't have Robert Johnson, if you don't have Howlin' Wolf, if you don't have all these guys from the Mississippi Delta doing blues, you don't have rock and roll. You don't have anything. All modern rock and roll is ripping off everything from that time period and putting another name on it.
Okay.
Modern music is just a rip-off of old music.
So you're correct. If that didn't exist, then there would be none of this. But the argument I'm making is that what it is now is better. They took what they had then and they learned and made it to where we can run, to where music is individualistic. It gets expressed in many ways, and we have so many different options that we have the opportunity to choose what solos out to us. And it's just very fruitful, very encouraging. But now we have taken what we have learned and expanded in many ways, and so I just think it's sonically it's better, instrumentally it's better, it has more depth. They're back in a classical sense. You have your percussion, you have your bass, you have these layers, but now we have layers. Like we are throwing in mixes and getting some of the best producers, and we're learning technology, and as we're learning technology, we are even in the 80s when we were getting more synth pop and we were getting just more layers onto this, and it's becoming more in depth and really more just the instrumentals now speak for much more than than what the lyrics are. They add on to it.
Yeah, and all of those instrumentals that you're talking about that are so wonderful and so beautiful and just add to the depth of everything. Who do they steal it from?
They do sample a lot.
Yes, you know why? Because that music's better. It's like redoing a movie. Just because you redo it doesn't make it better. It just means you're out of creativity.
But I could also say, you can influence from other people and to make your own better.
Yeah. You could say that, but you'd be wrong. So if you think, let's think about songs that have impacted a society as a whole.
Okay.
Think about the song where if someone hears it, right? If you're somewhere with generations, bridging the gap of all generations, all economic classes, whatever it may be, and a song comes on and it's going to impact everybody.
Yes.
When's that song going to be from?
The 80s.
The 80s.
Don't Stop Believing.
First of all, that's a hot trash song.
Oh, but everybody still knows it.
But it's not, I'm talking uniting people.
All right. When did Ain't No Mountain High Enough come out? Was that 60s?
That's 60s, yeah.
I would say that's a pretty big staple.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cute little ditty.
Thriller, Michael Jackson, best-selling album of all time. One of the greatest Halloween songs of all time that resurfaces every Halloween. All I Want for Christmas Is You is the song that comes back every Christmas.
Right on the heels of Diddy. Okay.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah. I mean, those are some powerhouse.
Party in the USA.
I don't even need to argue this.
Okay.
You are
All right. What are your examples?
You're clearly wrong. When you think of like a song like "At Last" by Etta James.
What song?
At Last? Oh, you are lying right now.
I am, but I have to for the argument.
Yeah, exactly what you do. Yeah. If anybody anywhere hears that song, it's Romantic Feelings.
The Beatles, man.
Fantastic.
Marvin Gaye.
Great.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, without the people who came before and made better music, they wouldn't have anything to say.
Quincy Jones, one of the best producers of all time.
Yeah. What's your favorite song by Quincy Jones?
He produced the Thriller album.
Okay.
He's also helped produce The Weeknd as of recent, and it's an amazing song.
We're moving on.
Okay. All right. What do you think?
I like all music.
I did too. I did too. It's hard. It's difficult. That gets you sweating. I think there's respect in all of them.
Yeah.
I think modern is almost getting to the point where it's, my argument was that it's getting more in depth, but I think there's also been, because of so much saturation, it's like losing its soul in a sense.
We could talk about music for a long time. Growing up, when I did, I'm at the age where I don't think there's a lot of great new music that's coming out. It just happens. All right, don't get mad. It just happens. I think what saved this generation of music is all of the independent folk music that's happening. Man, there's so much good stuff that's coming out that no one knows about. That if you get off the most popular blah 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 and just go seek out the independent singer songwriters, there's some really good stuff out there.
There's good stuff out there.
So I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, you want to do one more?
One more.
All right. All right. Well,
All right.
Playing rock paper scissors shoot was pointless.
Yeah, no kidding.
But we know who's better now.
All right, we're gonna go right here to Android or iPhone. You have Android, I have iPhone.
All right.
I'm gonna start this one.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, ease of use. Done. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, let me attempt it. So Androids are beneficial in a couple different ways. I'll say this: it's simple, simplistic.
Because it runs the Windows 3 point whatever that your grandma still uses on her computer.
All right, let me go to another argument. It's easy to hold. It's great. It's easy on the eyes. Listen, I'll tell you this. All right, I'll tell you this right now. iPhones, I have had much more complications with glitches, with constant. Every time you update, the iPhone now is losing battery 10 times faster. The iPhone just manipulates. It does the same thing, but then adds some tricks so that you buy the next one. Android keeps it simple. It gives you what you're asking for, and it will last as long as you need it to. I know my girlfriend's mom is using her Android that she's had for a long time. This is the fourth iPhone I've owned in the past, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, it sounds like Android's statement should be, why expect more when you can live with mediocrity?
Okay, but at least the mediocrity works. And it's not, yeah.
That's a cute little answer you've had there.
Yeah, I like Android. Love it.
I remember in 2012 when I switched from a PC computer to an Apple computer. And I will never go back.
I love the green text. I think it's a great color choice. I love that it irritates iPhone users when you message them. I love it. It's like a haha, you have that, but you can't do anything about it. Yeah. So I love it.
Can we just throw this out there? That both phones are screwing people out of a ton of money.
That is true. All right, end of that one.
Oh man,
I like iPhones a lot more. That's just because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah,
it's just simpler for me. I think
so much
easy to see. I hate that it's easier to see argument from Android users because it's so not.
And Android users are they're just diabolical. Anyways.
Was I convincing enough? I don't know. I hope I was. Yeah, I like Android. Love it. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this type of video. Yeah. We'll definitely do a part 2 maybe in the future if people enjoy this. This has been Spin and Defend.
Also known as Rock, Paper, Scissors and Defend.
Yes. Get your merch. Second wave of merchandise. So check it out. Hector he's taking the week off.
Bum. I'm talking to his mom.
I know. Hector. If you don't know who Hector is,
go back and
probably for the best.
He's a jerk.
Well, not all. So we've some of the money that comes from this will go to our funding so that we can continue making awesome content, and then we will have some of our profit go to victims of Hurricane Helene. So
near and dear to us. We live in the East Tennessee area. We've both had friends and family affected by the aftermath of the hurricane, and we're not, saying that Milton wasn't bad. All we're saying is this is right in our area. We want to take care of our area as best that we can.
Yep. So half proceeds will go to that. Half proceeds will help us. Win-win. $30 from our second wave of merch. So check it out.
Come on. Let us know.
And listen, when we get famous, when we get huge, you're going to wish you wanted this Series 1 known as Pat Meredith crew neck. That's all I'm saying.
And if you throw an extra $5, we'll sign it right here for you.
Yeah. So check that out.
So stupid.
Yeah, you do whatever you want. Yeah. Link is in the description as well as our sponsor for today. Thank you again.
Yeah, Styled by Saf. Check her out on Instagram and over at Tennessee School of Beauty.
Yep. All right. Before we end, let's get it back in. And sorry for the interruptions. My iPhone sucks. Android's better. What can I say?
All right. Kim Kardashian knows the alphabet in sign language.
Is that really what it is?
Apparently, she used it to cheat on tests with her friends at school.
Wait,
unbelievable! She had to cheat to get through school.
Is that really what the fact says?
That is literally what it says. I can't end on Kim Kardashian.
Let's get another one. I'm actually disappointed in that fun fact.
Yeah, I'm going to go right here. Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards.
Figures.
Wow, Disney won 26 Oscars over the course of his career and was nominated a grand total of 59 times. Good job, Walt.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Respect.
Terrible human being, but love your theme parks. They're too expensive, though.
Way too expensive.
Gosh, man.
But if you buy one of those sweatshirts, maybe we'll be able to go.
Hey! And we'll take pictures and send them to you.
Yeah, we'll give you a postcard. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, this has been Spin and Defend. And until next time, we love you and
peace out. No need to search anymore. Second wave of merch is here.
Get yours now by Venmoing $30 to at NOLTPM. That's No One Listens to Pat Mary, just his initials.
We love you.
Peace out.